Hi, welcome to Maree P. My name's Sue and I'm now living in Sweden, and this is my temporary Swedish kitchen. I want to share with you the most popular Swedish cookie. It's called hallongrottor, which means raspberry cave. It's that cute little shortbread cookie that melts in your mouth with jam in the centre, also known as thumbprint cookie. I'm going to do Maree P style and swap it out for spelt flour. So if you'd like to see how I make the easy Swedish cookie called Rasberry Cave, come with me. And let's see. So we're going to do 270 grams of white spelt flour, but you can swap it out for regular plain flour if that's all you have and that's what you want to use. And we're going to put a teaspoon of baking powder in that. I've got some powdered sugar, 100 grams, because powdered sugar in cookies makes you have that kind of melt in your mouth feeling. But if you want to use regular sugar, you'll just get a crispier cookie. We've got vanilla sugar, which is the traditional way of having vanilla added to the cookie. If you can't get that, add vanilla powder or vanilla extract. I've got 200 grams of softened butter here, and we've got some raspberry jam to go in the center. So first step, we're going to grab the flour and pop it in a bowl here with the baking powder. And we're meant to sift it, but I don't have a sift or a sieve, so I'm just going to whisk it, which kind of gives you a quick and easy way of doing it, and it aerates the flour and adds the baking powder into the flour. So that's nice and combined. I couldn't get unsalted butter. I'm still finding it hard to find it in my local supermarket. I'm using salted butter. I think it will be okay, but please use unsalted butter if that's what you prefer. So I'm going to pop all of this butter. I've got the 100 grams or half a cup of powdered sugar, or icing sugar as it's known in Australia. And we've got the tablespoon of vanilla sugar. So I've got my handheld electric beaters here. I'm just going to whisk this up or beat it up until it's light and creamy. I'm going to do it manually a little bit so the icing sugar doesn't go everywhere. So now we need to grab the flour that we whisked before. I'm just going to combine it with my spatula to make the dough. And I'm going to give this to my husband to take to work tomorrow because he has what's called fika, which is afternoon tea. And that's where it's a tradition in Sweden where they bring in, often it's preferred to have homemade baked goods to share with their work colleagues. And even though he's not making them, I'm making them, so that's fine. And as you can see, there's no eggs in this recipe, which is great for anyone who does want to make this vegan. You could just swap out the butter for a non-dairy butter. So now our dough's all formed. I'm going to pop it into a smaller bowl just so I can refrigerate it. And I want to chill the dough for 30 minutes. Spelt flour is notorious for cracking when you're making dough. So I just want to ensure that we've got a really nice dough that's chilled. So it rolls into nice balls before we bake them. So I'm just covering it with plastic, and I'll pop this in the fridge for 30 minutes and then we'll come back and roll them. While we're waiting for our cookie dough to chill, it might be a good idea to preheat your oven to 175 degrees C, and I'll pop some Fahrenheit measurements above. It's static, no fan, and they take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. So we're back with our cookie dough, and I've got it out of the fridge. It looked cracked, but it's fine. I've just rolled it, and it's much better and it's staying together. So I'm just going to continue to roll about 30 cookies. So roll them and either use your thumb or the back of a spoon. Actually, I'm going to press it down with my fingers first and then make the hole. Little teaspoon and pop it in there. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what I've just done. So we've got our little cookie here, and I just grab a tiny bit of jam. So my first tray is done and it's ready to bake in the oven for 15 to 17 minutes. The trick is not to overbake them. If they're golden brown at 15 minutes, I'll bring them out. So I've baked all my cookies and I've had them cooling for about 10 to 15 minutes. A word of warning, check your temperature on your oven or the timing. I cooked the first tray for 15 minutes and they went too brown. And then the second tray a little bit lighter. Whoops, just moving them everywhere. But I'm going to do a little taste test on the ones that are a little bit lighter in colour. Check that out. So it's like a really light shortbread melt in your mouth. I haven't used as much jam as a traditional recipe. I didn't want it as... This is the one that I did that was... I baked them too long, so they're too brown, but let me just try it as well. So it's definitely a crunchier cookie, but they still taste pretty good. Hit the thumbs up if you've liked my video. Share with a friend, give it a go, and let me know in the comments below if you like this style of cookie. And stick around, I'll pop some other Swedish recipe ideas up above. Don't forget, don't overcook them like I did. I'll see you next time. Bye.